If you've been working in CX for a while, you probably recognize these challenges. Journeys take way too long, there's a lot of qualitative research, and those qualitative insights, they don't speak the language of the organization, which means that it's really hard for departments to prioritize based on your insights. And because they cannot prioritize, you probably struggle a lot to get to measurable business impact. Driver mapping fixes this. In just 6 weeks, we go from mapping the journey to getting those hard steerable insights where you can prioritize and really see the effect of your improvement. So the first step in driver mapping is that we do a 2.5-hour journey workshop. Not 3 months of journey mapping, just 2.5 hours, no customers present, but we invite employees from each department in the organization that touch that journey. And we map both the transactional and the emotional side of that journey. Then we translate those insights into a unique survey design, which is pretty long. 30 to 60 statements. And yes, we get enough response, trust me, because we want to cover all the topics in the journey. And we send that survey to customers who have recently experienced that journey. And then after we get 100 or more responses, we can do the statistical analysis. That's kind of where the magic happens, because we use 3 different techniques that will help translate those 60 statements into super hard steerable insights. For example, based on the statistics, you can see that personal attention will get you 5 times faster to a higher satisfaction than, let's say, fixing the ease of the app. That means also that those insights we're not translating into a 60-100 slide deck presentation, but we create one slide where you super clearly see what are the 10 most relevant statements to enhance satisfaction. Last but not least, maybe you've also experienced that when you start sharing the insights, that people will say, yeah, we already knew this, right? This is nothing new. So your transformation is stuck. So the final step is what we call stumble over the truth, where with a quiz, for example, you ask people, hey, what do you think are the key drivers? They tend to have most of the questions wrong. So that means that they're actually open to understand, hey, what are these drivers actually telling us? And that's when you can start making a difference with transformation. So by now, we've done over 250 driver mapping analysis across 25 countries, across very different cultures, very different industries, and every time we see the same results. So internally what happens is, because you're now speaking the language of the organization, meaning hard steerable insights, departments are actually coming to you, right? You're creating a pull strategy instead of you working really hard to convince them. They want to be the next journey mapping pilot. So externally, we also see the same results. So what we see across all those different cultures, those different countries, we see that the number one is always the human aspect. Personal attention, be there for me when I need you. And it's not just a small difference with all the transactional stuff like speed or ease. It's like 2 or 5 times faster that you can improve satisfaction by improving the human aspect than focusing on those traditional transactional topics. And that translates into not only a steep increase in satisfaction, jumps from a 6.2 to a 7.1, but also pretty fast. It's every time within 3 months, right? So it doesn't take years, because now you know exactly which drivers have the biggest impact. So you start investing your energy in the things that matter most.